no longer. That sounds fantastic. I believe quality and find based on Gary's cheese. A cat grin. I just wish I had a bigger top pocket. As dawn breaks over the mysterious Oak Island, treasure hunters Rick Lagina and Gary Drayton stumble upon an astonishing discovery that could rewrite history. Join them as they delve into the sands of Smith's Cove, where the unearthed secrets of the past await beneath the shifting tides. What lies hidden in the intertidal zone might just be the key to unlocking centuries-old mysteries. Are you ready to witness a find so unexpected it sends shockwaves through the annals of treasure hunting? Hold on to your hats. This episode is not just a dig, it's a dive into the depths of history. Believed that the mysterious triangle-shaped swamp could have been deliberately created centuries ago to hide an old shipwreck. That Captain William Kidd really did bury a valuable treasure on Oak Island. For me, this is one of the coolest things we found out here. It's a fantastic find. We'll pattern around here and see if there's any more. Okay, that's sweet. At least we found something that's cool. Coins and other interesting stuff coming out of here, right? I think if you guys could move these tree trunks, what would you use? Like a backhoe? Not using this. You mustn't give up. I should be able to reach it now. Is it out? Holy sholy. Alright, it's a cross. That's a cross. Is a square. Yeah, right there. It's heavy too. As they comb through the beach's intertidal zone, Gary's instincts lead them to a specific location where the disturbed earth might have pushed historic relics closer to the surface. They decide to systematically search this area, moving towards a rocky outcrop. It's not long before Gary's detector buzzes with a strong signal indicating a significant find buried not far below. Excitement mounts when he uncovers an ancient heavy cross from the sandy depths. It's like a medieval cross. I mean this is old. This is really I hear it in your voice, but I don't. How old? Relic potentially dating back to the medieval period between 1200 and 1600. The cross's proximity to previously discovered French drains at Smith's Cove sparks a flurry of questions about its origins and how long it lay hidden. The discovery sends waves of exhilaration through the team, with Gary more thrilled than he has been with any prior find on the island, including late 1600s coins. His excitement is infectious and Rick can't help but share in the enthusiasm, both amazed by the historical implications of the cross. The artifact's crudely fashioned appearance and unique style suggest a narrative ripe for exploration, one that could rewrite the history of Oak Island and its fabled treasures. So this is the hot spot over here. Gary and Thlier brothers, driven by the monumental find, the duo continues their search, convinced more than ever of the island's secrets waiting to be unearthed. Their findings underscore the importance of persistence in their quest, as each artifact adds a piece to the complex puzzle of Oak Island's past. As the day concludes, they reflect on the significance of their efforts, determined to return to the shores and delve deeper into the mysteries revealed by tide and time. The promise of uncovering more about the island's storied history only strengthens their resolve to keep digging, keep searching, and keep unraveling the layers of time and treasure concealed beneath the island's rugged landscape. The elusive treasure of Oak Island has at last come to light amidst the salty mists of Smith's Cove. Glimmers of gold have surfaced, surpassing all expectations. And Marty Lagina stood in awe as golden flecks danced in the water, reigniting their zeal for the quest. Yet the island had more secrets to reveal. An ancient handcrafted ladder descending into a shadowy waterlogged tunnel posed a new enigmatic twist. Who ventured here before, and what might lie beyond? The saga unfolds as the discovery of gold not only heightens excitement but fuels a burgeoning hope of uncovering further riches buried deep within Oak Island. The search area expands. The Lagina brother others are more convinced than ever that the treasure could be nestled near the island's wooded areas. Their pulse quickens with the prospect of finally decoding the age-old enigma. However, their next find uncovers perils that transcend mere treasure hunting. Delving deeper, they encounter the historic ladder leading into the abyss below the water's surface. Could this artifact be a relic left by past treasure seekers, or does it hint at darker mysteries amidst whispers of a lethal curse claiming lives in pursuit of the island's riches? One more death prophesied before the treasure surfaces. The team's resolve is tested but remains unshaken as anticipation surges. Marty leads the call to deploy the drilling rig, rallying the crew with a resolute yes. Their focus narrows to a promising segment they've whimsically dubbed the baby blob. Theories abound that a tunnel at 95 feet deep could be the gateway to their quarry as the drill pierces the earth at bold DN 11.5. Every heart races. Oak Island's historian Charles Barkhouse takes the helm of the drilling operation while Marty ventures into the recently excavated garden shaft. The discovery of the old impeccably preserved ladder in the shaft is a revelation, clear proof of ancient endeavors to uncover the same secrets. This artifact could very well be the linchpin to unraveling Oak Island's mysteries. With the drill nearing the critical depth of 88 feet, a sudden grinding halt signals they've breached something extraordinary, an open cavity of 1.5 feet in breadth. Terry, the on-site geologist, holds his breath for what might come next. This moment could mark a turning point in their quest, as each layer peeled back brings them closer to the island's hidden truths. Had they stumbled upon a void, a tunnel, or something entirely different? 90 feet below Oak Island's surface, the drill operator halted, hitting an open space. Charles Barkhouse immediately contacted the Lagina brothers to relay the breakthrough. An excited Rick rushed to the site, eager to uncover what lay within this newly revealed cavity. Could it possibly be the long-sought treasure? Upon arrival, Rick listened intently as the drill operator detailed how they had penetrated an obstruction to access this enigmatic void. The team was abuzz with speculation. Could this indeed be part of a tunnel network aligning with data from other nearby boreholes? This discovery seemed promising. Marty decided to extract a core sample to peek inside the mysterious space. As the sample was retrieved and opened, anticipation hung heavy in the air. Within it they found wood fragments, some ancient, some modern, prompting a debate about their age and relevance. Is it old enough? Became the pressing question as they sought artifacts predating previous searches, potentially linked to hidden treasures. Terry dispatched the wood sample for analysis, hoping it would shed more light. Later at the Oak Island Interpretive Center, the team alongside metal archaeologist Emma Colligan reviewed the findings. Emma's revelation that the sample contained traces of gold electrified the group, bolstering their confidence that they were indeed on the right path. Encouraged, drilling resumed at the garden shaft with plans to drill 12 additional boreholes, each potentially unveiling signs of past human activity like tunnels or artifacts. Meanwhile, Rick and team member Peter Romy explored Lot 26, discovering an ancient stone wall that seemed integral to solving the island's puzzles. As the team dove deeper, they revisited the significant contributions of Fred Nolan, a long-time island surveyor whose discoveries like the enigmatic Nolan's Cross had guided past explorations. Tom Nolan, Fred's son, joined the effort, bringing his father's detailed notes and sketches, including one of an unusual stone formation dubbed the Quadrilateral, suspected to be linked to the elusive treasure. Rich clue unearthed further complicated the Oak Island mystery. Rick and Marty, driven by their findings and the island's lore, pressed on in their quest. The legend of the money pit, which collapsed mysteriously in 1861, loomed large. In their minds, this event had sparked countless theories about hidden treasures and ancient protectors of sacred relics. Amidst this backdrop of history and mystery, the Curse of Oak Island TV show continues to chronicle the Lagina brothers' relentless pursuit. Despite the ominous legend claiming the treasure will remain hidden until 7 lives are lost, their search presses forward, fueled by small finds and the taining possibility that the next dig could finally unveil Oak Island's secrets. 6 lives have already been claimed by the perilous hunt for treasure on Oak Island, casting a haunting pall over each new dig. With each breakthrough, the legend of a deadly curse laments ominously over the Lagina brothers. Rick and Marty, as they inch closer to uncovering Oak Island's secrets, they must ponder, could their next discovery be their last? Throughout their years of relentless exploration, the brothers have unearthed baffling artifacts, ancient wooden structures, long-lost tools, and mysterious coins, all suggesting the presence of those who might have been entwined with the island's legends, such as the enigmatic Knights Templar. These Christian warriors from the Middle Ages, renowned for their perilous crusades to protect sacred lands, could well have chosen Oak Island as a secret repository. A curious lead artifact resembling a Templar goose pole, typically a European medieval mark, raises the possibility of buried Templar treasures, including sacred relics like the Holy Grail or the Ark of the Covenant. Amidst their findings was a lead cross that might have Templar connections, adding layers to the island's lore. With each coin and artifact unearthed, the mystery only deepened, hinting that Oak Island was more than a mere treasure trove. It could be a vault of profound historical and religious significance. Fueled by these discoveries, the Lagina brothers continued their quest with cutting-edge technology to probe the depths of the land and see that tantalizing traces of gold found in the surrounding waters spurred them onward. embodying both promise and mystery. Could these hints of gold lead them to the fabled treasure, or were they merely another of the island's many enigmas? The team's resolve only strengthened with time. They identified a promising site dubbed the Baby Blob, speculated to be the treasure's resting place. As they prepared to dig deeper than ever, mindful of the legend's warning of danger, the stakes were incredibly high. 6 adventurers had perished in this quest. Would they uncover the treasure without suffering the same fate? Their pursuit transcended mere treasure hunting. Each artifact they uncovered was a puzzle piece in the grand tapestry of Oak Island's history. The quest became a journey through time, seeking answers about who came to the island centuries ago and what they left behind as they stood up on the brink of potentially their most significant discovery. The Lagina brothers were ever aware of the explorers who had preceded them, each having failed to unravel the island's mysteries with help and reputation. Intermingling at every turn, they succeed where others had not. Every clue uncovered guided them deeper into the island's veiled past, propelling them forward through layers of history still untold. Oak Island's secrets were elusive, hidden beneath centuries of lore and legend. As they dove deeper, they couldn't help but wonder if the Knight Templar had indeed hidden their treasure here, that if they dig about 100 feet down they might just hit upon some valuable metals. It's a hopeful shot, one that could mean they finally strike gold or something just as valuable. These scientists are pretty sure that the signs of metal they found aren't just natural bits of the earth. No, they think they've pinpointed the exact spot where treasure might be hidden. With a mix of professional judgment and a touch of gut feeling, they're ready to declare this spot potentially legendary. The team is geared up, thinking this could be it. This might be where we find something incredible. The anticipation is high as they set up the drill. Everyone's thinking this could be their moment. They've been waiting for. The drill goes deeper and deeper, and with each foot of soil and rock they move past, the excitement builds. They're all aware this is the last chance for the season. The drill has to work now, or they'll have to wait another long year to try again. As they watch the drill work, everyone's on edge. The team talks through the possibilities. What if this is the spot that changes everything? What if they're about to uncover not just a few old coins or pieces of metal, but a real hoard, something that people will talk about for years to come? It's more than just finding treasure, it's about proving to themselves and to everyone watching that their theories were right, that all the hard work and years of searching were worth it. The hope is that once we get down 50-60 feet we'll be able to drill horizontally, vertically, yep, and hopefully we do find a tunnel from this shaft, at least in some direction. Each member of the team has their own dreams about what finding their treasure could mean: new projects, securing their financial futures, or simply being part of history. But it's not just about the big dreams, there's a practical side too. They talk about what they'll do if they find something significant. How will they handle it? Who needs to be called? There's a plan in place for every possibility. As the day goes on, the team keeps busy. They check and recheck equipment, go over notes, and make sure everything is as perfect as it can be. They know the odds are long. They've been through enough false alarms to keep their expectations in check, but still hope is a powerful thing. In the background the drill keeps turning, the sound a constant reminder that they're right there on the brink of potentially discovering something monumental. This season their focus shifted to what they suspect might be a man-made tunnel connected to the ocean. They theorized that this tunnel could explain the unusual flooding in the garden shaft area, suggesting it might be part of an elaborate trap designed to protect the treasure. It's an exciting idea right out of a swashbuckling pirate tale, ingenious and just elusive enough to keep them coming back for more. But let's get real. After drilling their 600th well, the repetitive nature of their findings, or lack thereof, begs the question: are they really onto something, or are they just digging deeper into a well of fantasies? They point to the presence of metals in the water as a sign of treasure nearby, but in the last 5 years, each year 1M thinking that we better do it pretty soon. I mean, what are we up to? 600 wells now? I don't know. I mean, we still have the metals in water, sure do, and I do think what we just learned down there is important. It could not have transmitted the kind of water that's in the garden shaft. All right, number, I still think the metals are in the water, and we have 2 really good scientists that say it's meaningful. It's not just some sort of fluke. This is significant, they say, eager to believe that these traces are part of a larger puzzle leading to hidden riches. However, could it be that they're merely finding what's naturally there, interpreting the mundane as miraculous because they want to believe so badly? The annual wrap-up is now as predictable as the seasons. They gather, discuss their findings, which are often just enough to stir curiosity but not enough to conclude anything. They plan for the next year, fueled by a mix of help and stubborn determination. Let's look at what we did and figure out what to do next. They resolve, their optimism undimmed by the reality of yet another fruitless season. Tomorrow they'll meet again, lay out all their data, theories and maps, and talk excitedly about the possibilities. They felt let down by the empty dig, but strange findings kept their hopes up and tools ready. Big plans to drill sideways after reaching 95 feet down, but then the site got completely flooded. This sort of thing seems to happen a lot, like a bad joke where you know the punchline is just more water and mud, not treasure. The excitement had partly been about these weird signals from metal down there. One of the team members, Fred, seemed pretty sure these signals meant there was still some hidden underground, but after drilling into an area they call the baby blob, what did they find? Absolutely nothing but more water. Despite that, they're planning to keep on digging around the northeast side between this blob and the garden shaft, hoping new data might turn things around. Besides this, the team is making a big deal out of finding traces in 3 other spots near the so-called money pit area. They're talking up a place they've named Aladdin's Cave, a huge hole in the ground filled with water that supposedly has tiny bits of precious metals and some old wood in it. Watching them get excited about some pieces of wood floating in water is kind of surreal. They're treating these bits like they're valuable artifacts, which just shows how desperate they are to find anything worth talking about. This latest expedition was more about stirring up excitement over what they might find than about actual results. It seems like every time they dig they end up with more questions and less credibility. The true treasure of Oak Island remains its ability to keep treasure hunters coming back, fueled by hope and the thrill of what might be rather than what is. These treasure seekers are a stubborn bunch, clinging to their dreams of striking it rich even though all they keep hitting is rock and water. Let's not forget the tales and legends that have built up around this place. They talk about pirates, ancient artifacts and lost fortunes, which all sound thrilling enough to keep anyone hooked, but at the end of the day it's those stories that are the real gems of Oak Island. They bring in TV shows, curious tourists and hopeful diggers, all drawn by the allure of finding something monumental. Over on Island Borehole, RF1 became somewhat of a talk of the town back in 2019 when the team dug up some huge wooden beams with old Roman numerals carved into them, sitting deep at over 100 feet underground. Along with these beams there was also a pickaxe that some folks claimed could be traced back to Scandinavia. Sounds like something straight out of a history book, right? But while it all seems exciting, it's hard not to see it as adding just a bit more fluff to a story that's already packed with more drama than facts. Then there's Borehole H8, excavated earlier in 2017. Here the team claimed to have stumbled upon what might be parts of the so-called chapel vault way down and nearly 180 feet deep. They even found some bits of parchment and what looked like parts of a leather book cover. Each find sends waves of excitement about what could possibly be hidden below. But so Sing Bonanza started with 2 brothers from Michigan who as kids dreamt to finding hidden treasures. Fast forward several decades and their childhood adventures have turned into a full-scale operation with heavy machinery, big crews and even bigger TV cameras rolling. Each new piece of wood or metal they find gets everyone talking about the possibilities. Again, the idea that there's something valuable down the beard gold, ancient artifacts or some historically significant objects keeps everyone on their toes as the team gears up and digs down. Each new layer of earth promises something big, and yet the big reveal is always just out of reach. The operations have become as much about the spectacle and the storytelling as about the actual treasure hunting. With every season's wrap-up there is a new cliffhanger promising that maybe, just maybe, next year will be the year they crack it. The truth might be that the real value of Oak Island isn't in some buried treasure. The island itself, with its layers of dirt packed with random artifacts, seems to be a treasure trove of never-ending stories. It's these stories that pull in viewers season after season, keeping the legend alive. It's the hunt, the excitement of the what if that fuels this ongoing saga. The island has turned into a stage for modern treasure hunters armed with the latest tech, trying to turn old legends into reality. What's more, the social dynamic of the team there, camaraderie, the shared hopes hopes, and the collective drive to keep pushing forward is a story in itself. They're not just digging for treasure, they're digging for answers, for closure to a story that started long before they came along. Every find, no matter how small, keeps the hope alive, and with it the spirit of those two young boys from Michigan who once dreamt of finding buried treasures. Yet each season ends with the ground still holding on to its supposed riddles. The real treasure of Oak Island might well be its ability to keep dreams alive, to keep people coming back with shovels in hand and hope in their hearts, chasing after something that might just be an elaborate tale passed down through generations. Oak Island doesn't just have a history of treasure hunters, it's a place where the treasure is the hunt itself, and the story never really ends, it just gets more layers. Could the treasures of Oak Island truly exist, or are we chasing mere legends, possibly overlooking obvious explanations? What do you think? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more thrilling treasure hunts and riddles uncovered.